Hey everyone, it's Courtney. Welcome to my channel. I am a licensed cosmetologist. If you've been here before, welcome back. Thanks for stopping in. If you haven't, if you want to take a second and click subscribe, that could be your good deed for the day and I would super appreciate it. So today what I'm going to do is make a little vid talking about basic contouring, how I do it using cream and powder contour. Also, I have a brand new product that I just picked up from BYS, so it's going to be kind of like a basic contour for beginning video slash first impressions on BYS, which I seem to like usually, so I'm a little excited about that. So before I get completely started, I have eyebrows on, eye makeup done, lip primer on my face, and that's it. So if you're the type of person that doesn't like to wear a lot of makeup, you can contour without first putting on foundation. Some people like to have the foundation done, then do their contour. I don't, because I put enough of the contour everywhere that it blends together, basically creating a full face, and that's enough for me. So I'm going to use today Covergirl truBLEND Contour Palette. I've used this once. Not enough to really have any comments on it. And then this, I've never even opened. BYS says Contour. Usually when I open the box of BYS products, it has more information on the inside. So once I open that, it's probably going to tell me more. So down here on the creams, it says highlight, contour, bronzer. So cheek, highlight, contour. Highlight and highlight are the same, and contour and cheek and bronzer, that's what they mean. It can be a little confusing. You basically need to have some dark colors and some lighter colors, and you can contour. Using your regular bronzer can make you look orangey, which is why contour kits are not the same as bronzers. So let's go ahead and first open up this BYS. Which I always love this so much because of my germophobia, how it's like in a box in a sealed package, and it's like, I think this was $3. So BYS Contour Trio #1 Sassy. Loving this always. I just like, just mine and nobody else has had it. Greedy like that. Look at that. So they always do nice things like this too. They actually put a face and the colors and where they suggest putting them, which is what I'm gonna do for you. So don't look at that. Look at me. When we apply it, we want to use a super small brush because you want to make small lines, because if you make the lines like the size that you want it to be in the end, when you blend it out, it's just going to be like huge. It's not cute. Believe me. Trust me on this one. And especially when we get to doing the nose, you want to get a super small brush. This is how small I'm going for my nose. And this is what I'm doing for like my cheeks. And double chin. The whole point of contouring is to try to create depth where you want it and lift where you want it. The darker colors are going to create shadows, which is depth. And then reflective things such as highlighting powder or the lighter colors is go on your top of your cheekbones is going to create lift, making your cheekbones look higher based on the fact that this is sunken in lower. And then I'll show you when we get down here, you always want to do a little light line here, and then you can basically sculpt your jaw, which is nice because, you know, that's not cute. We all have it. Don't try to lie to me. Go in first with the darker color in the middle. They're just saying is contour, which makes sense. And I put the brush in just evenly like that. Just remember, like as I say with all other makeup, you can always add more, but well, I guess you can take it away. It's not like it's all there for life, but it'd be annoying to have to wash it all off and start over just because you got aggressive right off the rip. So when you touch your face, you can feel, everybody has a cheekbone, and then you can feel when it gets squidgy under it. So you, as a general guide, can use the top of your ear down. Honestly, everyone's face is different. You should do it for your face. Find your squidginess. Find your squidginess, people. See, another way to do it is find your squidginess, make a crazy face. Become beautiful. Imagine that. Okay. My hair being this light at the top, I am not going to put a ton and blend it into my hairline. If you have darker hair, it's way easier to blend, and you want to blend it like right in there. And for me personally, I don't like too much up here. So it's the reason that we're putting it up here on the forehead, the darker, is it's going to reduce the size of your forehead. Well, the appearance of it anyway. You're going to want to put it where you think that you need it. Because if you think that you have a tiny forehead, don't put a lot and make it look tinier. I've never heard anyone say that. I think my forehead's too tiny. Now that I think about it, so. Have you? If you have, tell me. If you think you have a tiny forehead, also tell me and send me a picture because I gotta see this. A little bit of the cream, and then I'm gonna go back into this darker one. And following my jawline, when I said the darker one, that's the one that they say contour. And then I also like to bring it up. Okay, so I'm going to take the smaller brush that I was talking about for my nose, and I'm going to put it into the contour cream. Now I'm going to draw two lines, one from here down, one from here down. The closer you put the lines together, the smaller your nose looks. The wider you put the lines, the wider your nose looks. So the reason that contouring your nose was what you're attempting to do is make your nose look sleek, and then we'll be adding a line here, creating that button nose look. Kind of looks like something to me, and I'm not going to say what I think it looks like. A dampened beauty blender. Starting on my cheeks. Push, roll, push, roll, push, roll, push, roll. I said cheeks and then I went to the forehead after the first cheek. So really, I mean, it doesn't make a difference. You can do whatever you want. I just always end with my nose usually because that's what gives me the most trouble and has been the hardest for me to figure out how I like it. Now when I blend the forehead, I don't add anything here. I usually just use the residual and meet the forehead. Basically, you can do whatever you want because there's no rules in makeup. That's what makes it fun. But I will say that you can pick and choose if you don't want to use cream. Sometimes I mostly don't use cream. I usually just use the powder. I'm doing this because this is just a basic, good contour to show you. You could use just cream. You could not do your forehead. You could not do your nose. You could only do your nose. You could do your nose with blue powder. You could do anything you wanted. But this is just like the basic. I know on Instagram and stuff, it looks like they're putting so much makeup, but with contour, honestly, less is more. Use the highlight that's in this cream palette that I think looks really dark and it makes me nervous, but I'm going to use it. And I'm going to use it by putting it so I'm not going to use it. Anastasia, Beverly Hills. This is their contour cream kit in the shades Fair. Look at how light their lights are. That's what I need in my life. I'm going to go ahead into this top one over here. Sorry, it's so dirty. I didn't think you were going to see it today. This is what I like. This is how light I want it to be. Let's be real. Like the other one, I feel like I'm not sure what that was about. Explain yourself, Covergirl. And then between where you put the lines here and here with the dark, put a light. And then I put a light in down my chin. In the center of my forehead, and this is brightening the center of my face. I will say no matter what I do with makeup, no matter what kind of makeup I'm using, I brighten the center of my face. I also add it here and here to reduce the appearance of the folds that I have right there in my face that I'm not a fan of. And out the light part of the contour. Gonna try out this BYS powder. I'm going to start by going into the darkest color, which they call Contour, and basically just go over the cream. This is going to help set the cream. Also layering, it's just creating more dimensions, more depth. I stand by the more layers on makeup. That's why eyeshadow that has like 35 colors layered always looks so beautiful in the end. That's what I think anyway. And then just a little bit of powder from the brush. I'm not even going to go back in and do it because I told you I have a weird thing about when I think there's too much on my forehead. I like this so far. Brush with no words on it that looks like this. I'm just going to make small circles to help blend it out. this is their highlight, which looks light to match the one that was from the Anastasia cream. And I'm just gonna use my finger. I'm just use my finger and mess it up big time. Use the brush now. I'm also going to use the highlight again to go where I had put the highlight of the cream from the Anastasia palette of the lightest color that we used. And I did brighten the center of my face. Ow. I like this powder. I feel like even without cream, I would just buy this and then I would just use this. In real life, that's what I would do. Brush like this one to blend it out, not away. I don't want to use the damp beauty blender. I like a lighter under eye, and the powder is easier to see. It blends off way differently than a cream. Okay, so the other two things that I would recommend after doing a contour, which make a huge difference, is adding a little color to your face with blush, any kind that you like, and then highlight. I know that these things say highlight, but they mean highlighting to lift, not like blinding the haters kind of highlight, which is what I'm saying that we should do. So, oh right, I dropped my, wouldn't be one of my videos if I didn't smash an expensive makeup product on the floor. So, this is the Butter Blush from Physicians Formula. I'm just going to put a little bit, the apples, and then at the end I usually just pull up. Pull out, pull out. Wet n Wild's Mega Glow highlighting powder in Precious Petals. So their highlighters are just like bomb, and I love them. So I'm even gonna just use like the same brush that I used for when I did the lightest powder. I'm gonna wipe it on my arm, and there's nothing coming off it. That's how I do my makeup. I don't have time to go wash 29 brushes every day. Look at that, whoa. I do still love Wet n Wild, even though I had that incident with their setting spray. So under the eyebrows and then on the inside corners. And then I personally like my highlighter like way, way, way up here, and I just like a little bit. Well, I mean a lot in one small area is probably a better way to say that. I just like a little bit when talking about highlighter. Yeah, the other place that I would put it is down the center where we put the lightest color powder last. And the tip of your nose. This is a completed look of contouring. Hope you enjoyed it and learned something. If you haven't clicked subscribe yet, that would be super great if you did. I just wanted to say that I love you to all my friends and extra love to all my haters. Oh, I got a new need to be this lit though? All right, I can do this. So, whoop. I'm rambling. I'm not doing a good job in this video. I gotta start over, I think.